So I got to check out Zootopia 2 a little bit early ahead of its release, and I'm happy to say I really enjoyed it. I really loved the first Zootopia when it first came out. I remember going to see it in theater in a packed out Dolby theater when I was working at Cinemark, and I loved that movie. I just thought it was like a really cool modern day Disney animated film that just had a new cool fun lore to it all, the worlds of Zootopia and the way that it was all explained and the different parts of Zootopia, the colorful elements of it, and the fact of taking the tried and true storyline of two characters that are completely different, but using it to kind of touch on things like prejudice and racism and different things like that, but using animals in this fun, cutesy mystery film I thought was so cool. And it's jam-packed with references to Disney movies and movies and franchises in general. You even have like a Breaking Bad reference in there. So when I saw the new film was finally coming nearly a decade later, I was really excited. And the film is just tons of fun. This was easily some of the most fun I've had at the theater this year. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's fast-paced. I was never bored while watching the film. And while I do think that Zootopia 2 sometimes leans into kind of redoing story beats from the first film, most notably having Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde kind of, wondering whether or not they can work together because of how different they are, even though they already did that in the first film. I do think for the most part, the film is really endearing. It's charming and has tons of great moments between the characters, fun returning characters from the first film, as well as some new characters that are mixed in here. The animation is even better than the first time around, and the pacing of the film just kept moving. There's never a moment where I found myself bored at all. I just found myself engaged from beginning to end. And more than anything, I think just like the first film, it has a great message at the center of it for families and kids and just anybody really. It's got heartwarming moments that are going to be just wholesome for the whole family. And it's got a great musical score once again by Michael Giacchino. You have Shakira returning to play the character of Gazelle, who has a little bit more screen time this time around and comes back with a new original song for the film called Zoo. I think I like the song she did for the first film a little bit more, but I still like the one here. It's definitely catchy. And all in all, it was just a good, fun time at the theaters that I think many will enjoy. As usual, I have a full review over on YouTube if you guys are interested in hearing me talk a little bit more about it and some of the other characters that are introduced in the film. But with all that said, I really enjoyed the film, and I gotta say, I was surprised by some of the references that they pulled from other movies into this one, specifically a very popular horror film that gets a reference in the latter part of this movie that I did not expect to be included here. But yeah, I really enjoyed Zootopia 2.